14 team in the country, the Utah Utes, taking on a team from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Dropping back, it's Dampier. Finds his tight end. Crosses the 40. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Gonna run it. It's Parker. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
I am impressed with the physicality we're seeing up front by this offensive line. Playing on the road, they knew they wanted to get the run game established, and they are doing just that. They're not just getting 3-4 yards a pop. They are gashing this defense.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Give to the running back. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Floating away. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Back to pass. It's Dampier. Back open in the middle. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. He would have loved to have been able to throw the ball past the first down sticks. Couldn't get it done, and they couldn't create enough room off the dump down, Jesse.
So let's give credit to the defense then in coverage, taking all of the throws away and also doing a nice job of keeping the football in front of them, and then great effort making that tackle setting up fourth.
They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals.
Oh, he's got enough space, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Utes!
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Cobb. wants to throw on first down. And he gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
Well, it wasn't great field position to start with, and it's getting worse now. The defense gets a sack. They're getting aggressive up the field. They get to the QB, and they're sending a message.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. To the air, it's Knight. And he is... under. Sacked at the 7.
Man, this home crowd was so jacked up, so excited to finally get the football after giving up points on the first drive and having to be quiet. Now they're quiet again. How about the defense?
Oh, the fake. The up man looking for room. Coordinator's got to be thrilled with that third down sack. They tried to catch him napping on that fake, but turns out they were wide awake. And so after the scintillating return, just don't mess it up. You've got to cash this in for a score. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Utah! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Cobb. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On the direct snap, it's Coleman. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Now the play fake. They get to him as he throws. Another incompletion on third down.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Back to pass, it's Dampier. Finds the tight end. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We've reached a break. It's Utah holding the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. First play of the period will be a second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
Man, those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Quarterback making checks. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. Looks as if he's going to run it. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be fourth down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Quarterback has to have command in those situations. You cannot afford a penalty like that deep in your own territory. And the Utes will call on their punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Sends it back in motion. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Good enough for the first down. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Snap from the gun on third down. On the run, fires downfield. Complete downfield. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, the quarterback was in a world of trouble there. He was under pressure. He knew he was going to get hit, so he's just trying to get rid of it, but he forced it into double coverage. He's lucky that was only an incompletion.
Now facing a third and long. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Cobb. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
I think moving forward on third down, this offense is going to have to be a little bit more aggressive and try to throw it vertically. You start throwing the ball around the line of scrimmage against these guys, they've got way too much speed, and you saw it right there.
Starting to feel a little pressure. Plenty of time in the pocket, and he'll swing it out to the left. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, 4th and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and deliver a strike, and we've got playmakers stretching the field vertically. They show you how dangerous they can be on that last 4th down there.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Coleman. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Auburn lines up quickly. Here's the pressure. They stop him short as he was trying to scramble and find his way to the goal line. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. They'll run it. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
The result of the play is a turnover on downs.
They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. No surprise, looks as if they'll be content just to head to the locker room.
That's the end of the first half. Utah 14, Auburn 0.
The Utes will kick it off to start the 2nd half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the 3rd quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Caught over the middle, it's Singleton. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one.
There he goes! Offense on the move. A big play there, gets it to the 30.
The offense really struggled in the 1st half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the 1st down. They need him to play great in the 2nd half.
Wants to throw it. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. And how about that play by the free safety? You sort of got the feeling somebody's band was going to be playing after that one. Big gamble by the defense.
Yeah, and great job timing it up and catching them off guard, bringing the blitz. It is. You say that because I get it. It's high risk, high reward. That time, high reward, getting the sack.
The Tigers want to move quickly. Rides to the back. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
coming up.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
Deep shot for the end zone. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Back to throw, it's Dampier. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third down. They want to run this quarterback. And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on fourth.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
They boot it away. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground.
Take over. First and 10.
They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Takes it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Utah has it back and the offense coming onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
To the ground with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on third and long. To throw, it's Dampier. Buys a little time with his feet. Breaks into the open. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Really nice job by the defense that time. Third down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up fourth down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Utah has the lead here. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. 1 more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They'll try to start this final period by putting a 3 spot on the board. There is no doubt, at this point in the game, this crowd knows how big this kick could be. He slides that just inside the right upright, and that will extend their lead even further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. He'll bring it out. It's Cobb.
Returner is brought down at the 14. And your Auburn Tigers will take over. 1st and 10.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Last drive ended with a pick, vitally important to take care of the football. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. The Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up.
And as a defense, a lot of times you're coming into the game and you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game. The offense has carried their weight, and this is looking like a great outcome.
He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a 1st down.
And this offense has not had much to cheer about. There's something right there. Let's see if they can string a couple of plays together. Listen, this game's probably over, but this offense has got to find some kind of a rhythm, something they can hang their hat on.
Turning it on! Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another 1st down.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
And this passing attack has not been great today. It hasn't found a way to manufacture those big plays and to scare this defense. And
he uncorks one deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
You got to give this defense tons of credit because they have been lights out. They have not allowed a single point so far, and a big reason why is how well they're playing on the back end. They came into this game knowing the offense was going to try to throw the football, but they're not giving anything up, and another great job that time in coverage.
Fires to the middle. Pulls it in. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up to.
Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Wide open downfield. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. 1st and goal, and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. He's looking to throw. Pocket breaking down. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Here comes the 2-point try. He wants to throw it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
And the Utes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. dropping back. It's Dampier. Quick strike complete. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And running backs who can add to the passing game, they can be so dangerous because once they get the catch, they're operating in much more open space than they would be on a handoff. And it really also tests the linebacker's coverage ability and those DBs' tackling ability.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Trying to keep the drive alive. Oh, he's got some space. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
How about that? You got the lead late in the game. Get some first downs. Salt this clock away. This is the exact position you want your offense in.
Imposing their will, right, David? I mean, we know we're running it. You know we're going to run it. We're trying to ice this game. There's nothing we can do to stop it.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. The give and tick, 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 tick. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. He makes a grab. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Utes.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it.